Hey guys, Al here. Getting a lot of questions from potential buyers on the timing of the market. When's a good time? How long will things typically sit on the market? When's a good time to lowball somebody? All I guess good questions, but things you got to consider when you're a buyer is there is the right way to do things and the wrong way to do things. The right way to do things is the informed way. I've basically got four different things I like to talk about to potential buyers. First thing is, being able to answer that question, how is the market? Because that all depends on what market you want to become a part of. So the GTA is really broken up of a lot of sub-markets. Even outside the GTA, every market has its own unique lure, its days on market, how long things take to sell, the demographic, who's moving there and why. So first you got to understand what's good for you, where are you going to end up, and really get an understanding of that local data as best you can. Next step essentially would be assembling a team. You can't do this by yourself. As much as people like to sit there and Google it, I give you all the power in the world, go for it. At the end of the day, I know things are a little easier when I got a professional working with me. So when assembling your team, obviously you want to find the right realtor that's gonna, be there for you and give you everything you need. You're gonna need a mortgage professional. You gotta get your numbers straight. That's probably the most important thing I tell my clients. Lawyer, someone that is accessible, someone that will be available to take care of the transaction and all the checks and balances along the way. Home inspectors, it's really important to get the right home inspector. Just like realtors, there's a lot of us out there. There's a lot of home inspectors out there. Finding the right one that knows the area, that understands the risks associated with certain properties will pay off dividends in the long run. Next piece is going to be know your numbers. That relationship with your mortgage rep is probably one of the most important along the way. At the end of the day, you're going to be flipping the bill on paying this paying these mortgage payments every year, property taxes, utilities, all the expenses along the way, budgeting for new tools, lawnmowers, custom built-ins, things you want to do to the house. Try to brainstorm as much as you can, get all that data out so you can forecast things and plan accordingly. And the last thing is set a timeline. A lot of people might not be so confident with the process, and I get it, it's such a big deal. There's a lot at stake when buying real estate, but give yourself a timeline because it can be really consuming. I've had people come to me and say, I've been looking for 2 years, and I'm like, what? 2 years? If you're here today, March 1st or first week of March, and you want to get into the market by the summer, tell yourself, if I don't find something by June or July, then, I'm going to hold off and come back in the fall when inventory picks up again. Set some timelines, set some realistic expectations. And that's basically the job of a realtor, is to kind of educate you, set those expectations, help you understand how far the money can go and where. And, together we make magic happen, right? So I hope that was helpful. If ever you need to ask any questions or just kind of bounce some ideas off me, hit me up anytime. Talk to you soon.